What's going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to today's live. You're locked in with the Coach Smook Network, and I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Before we get rolling, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button, share the stream out, and if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss any of the action. Now listen, if you really rock with what we're building here, I invite you to take the opportunity to support the channel by becoming a member of the AAA family. Our mantra is authenticity above all. Everything we do, our content and our community, is built on creating and enjoying quality, authentic conversations, real insight, and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly assists in the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar you contribute is not only appreciated, it's paid forward. We proudly make monthly contributions to various community health and awareness organizations because impact matters. If you want to get even more involved with the community, be sure to join our Discord. You can type the command right now in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. And for those who want to support the network directly, you can donate through multiple options: Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. Thank you all for the love and the support and the energy you bring every single time. Now buckle up because it's time to get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get it.
Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in and I keep it though off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, Coach Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, Coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. Them boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. What's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Crimson Tide pulling away with the victory, 34-0 over Austin P. Governors, 34-0, not what we expected, but I guess we'll take it for now. The way that this season has gone and the way that things are looking, we'll take it right now. Just get on to the Iron Bowl. Let's win the Iron Bowl. And yeah, let's dive into this thing a little bit though. We're gonna go ahead and jump over here to the stats, man. Let's see if I can get this thing to act right. All right, yeah, check it out. Okay, yeah.
Moses had 10 tackles. 1 tackle for loss, and 1 sack. The team as a whole had 10 pass breakups. And how about one Malachi Moore? That kid's a step. But right now, we're going to take a phone call here on the show. You are live on the post-game show, Touchdown Alabama Magazine, with your man, Stephen M. Smith. What's going on?
What's up, Stephen? It's Senator, brother.
What's going on with your big dog?
Man, brother, we are back, man. We are, when I say we are back, when I saw fire in that defense, our defensive line played a consistent game. They didn't dominate, but the effort that they gave in the first quarter, they gave that effort all the way through the game, and that wore down on that offensive line. You know, it just, I don't think we really saw or have taken in what our defense did tonight, man. This defense, we set out Georgia in the second half. Those expert analysis on SEC Network and on ESPN Game Day, talking about Georgia, they play their best ball in the second half. They've been playing their best ball in the second half, outscoring teams 63-3 or something like that in the second half this season. I'm like, man, they come out and lay a goose egg to supposed to be the worst defense in the SEC. That's what the fans were saying. Man, we look good tonight, man. I mean, I'm talking about, and you could tell that Pete Golden and the staff, they just simplified the playbook, man.
They really did. They really did.
Make the most of that too. But joining me for this post-game celebration, if you want to call it that, is Michael Barker from Week 0 Sports and
Roll Tide,
the living legend himself, Coach Smook. What's going on, fellas?
Roll Tide, fellas. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Man,
Yes,
glad
sir.
to have y'all here. Nice to have a win where we didn't have to really get our anxiety up. But, you know, there's still a lot of things that we can look at. I'm sure there are things that Coach Smook that you saw that you didn't much care for and needs to be fine-tuned. And I know what Michael's going to say because we talked about throughout the game too. But going in, before we kind of jump into everything, I had a few questions about our team. One, what was the level of intensity going to be going into this game, especially after this week? Were we going to come in with our hair on fire, or were we just going to come in, you know, lethargic and doing just enough to get by? The other, what would this week's version of the offensive line look like? Next, would we actually run the ball? What would Bill O'Brien do? Will he show any kind of creativity?
Meshing, and you see things are changing, things are coming together. I saw adjustments being made a lot sooner this game, but I will say that intensity is lacking on a major level, especially in like the trenches. You know, you want your dogs, you want the action to be going down, you want the popping to be going down in the trenches, and it's not happening. It's not happening, and it's getting to a point like it shouldn't take a big play for guys to be, you know, amped up and ready to get at it. It should be every play. You should be ready to get at it. And I really believe that, you know, it's got to be more than Will Anderson on the defensive side. It's got to be more than Dallas Turner on the defensive side. I feel like if you got a guy like Henry To'oTo'o in there, I mean, he got to bring something to the table, some energy. Understand how big this is for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Coach Smook. If you go to YouTube and type in Coach Smook, you'll see. Not saying I'm nobody special, but
I mean, if you put it out there like that,
Yeah.
you gotta be somebody special.
I ain't nobody special yet. Tell him, Chad, I ain't special yet. We working on this thing. Yeah. Thank you. What's good? You got me? For real. When you gonna come do it for me? Because I don't like, see, to me, they say this ain't bad, but to me, this is bad. And I got to do some interviews and stuff. So if you want to come, if you can come and hook your brother up tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, MJ, appreciate you for pulling up, man. Hey, can y'all drop likes? Because can y'all put likes on the stream? Because this is what I'm going to be using my channel for. Vlogging. I won't do any more like Bama content and nothing like that. It'll just be like, I'm gonna start doing reviews and
eating at restaurants. What else? Like little IRL clips and stuff. That's what I'm saying. But nah, I keep the hat somewhere. That's why I got it retwist like this so I can wear my hats. But Eric, what's good? That meat and 3, y'all. Man. All right, chat. I was trying to get myself together before I came on, but welcome in. Different type of show today, man. Different type of show today. We're gonna get into it, man. That brought back some memories. Boy, you talk about a time, a journey. Jesus Christ. Oh God, I thank you, man. It's been a journey, y'all. It's been a journey, and I'm glad that y'all have been for the ones that's been here for this long, however long you've been here. I appreciate y'all for being here. Give me a second to get myself together, man. That's a lot. That's a lot, man. Y'all just seeing the clips. Y'all just seeing like pieces of the journey, but man, yeah, Lee, looking at that first live, y'all don't understand. I'm gonna show y'all something with everybody that talks, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Before we get into it, I'm gonna give y'all a shout out, man. Let me know how the mic sounds. We trying some different things with our microphones, making a few adjustments. But yeah, God is good. God is good, Mary J. We freestyling today, y'all. This is just an interactive live stream. I want y'all to just interact, talk to us. Let me know how y'all feeling, man, what it feels to be a part of this community. Encouraging words are permitted. Trash talk is invited. Jokes are definitely promoted. But today is one of those interactive streams, man. We're just thinking about just the goodness of God. We're going to do a little story time about the journey. I know everybody always asks questions about how we got to the point where we are. A lot of people have their own storylines of what happened in our careers and during our career to this point and all of this other stuff. So we're going to kind of talk around it. So y'all get to sit back and relax. Ain't no football talk today. It might come up in some memories and stuff, but we ain't talking no football today. We're gonna really kick it today. So grab your coffee, grab whatever you got, grab your honey buns. I left my honey bun in the microwave. Maybe I'll get up and maybe we do an infomercial break so I can go get a honey bun or something. I don't know. Maybe we gotta do that. Maybe we gotta do that. So I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get into it today, man. And I want y'all to just kind of interact today. Enjoy the conversation. Talk to me. I see my TikTok family already over there tapping in. Give it up for the TikTok family over there. Appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do. I'm full, man. I'm full. I'm grateful because this year alone has been a lot. But I think back to 2022. Let's go further back than that because the phone call segment y'all heard me on. That was Touchdown Alabama. Shout out to those guys. And today I'm not throwing no shade, man. I really want to take a moment today and really just like share the journey, man, because it has been a journey. And regardless of how relationships ended or transitions happen, it played a huge part in what I'm becoming and who I've become to this point. And the man that I've developed into, my place in this industry has been a huge piece of what I've become in this day, because that's what God had to use to put me on display and show me that, you know, the very thing that he raised me in, grew me up in as a child from my youth, man, being a preacher's son, being in front of people all the time, always being on display, the type of shame I went through because of poor decisions and choices I made. You know, things like that always come back to your mind when you get to points like this in life, when God is really like just gave you an opportunity to take advantage of, you know, your fifth or sixth or seventh second chance, right? And I know that sounds funny, but we get more than second chances in life, you know, if we truly think about it. And so just sitting back thinking about the goodness of God, man, and just really just taking it all in. And how it all started, like I can show y'all. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start there. Let's do roll call real quick, Mary J. We could do one for the one time. We got a few people in here. I appreciate everybody that pulled up live and checked in. Look at my sis. Go ahead, Amanda. She been practicing. Go ahead. Give it up for yourself, Amanda. Give it up for yourself. Look at God, man. I know she back there doing a little bounce dance or something. I know it. I know my family, man. I know my team, man. Yeah, I know. I got you. Yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. If y'all are live in here, please drop a fresh comment in either chat, no matter if you're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, wherever you are, wherever you see us live at, drop a comment. This is a different type of stream. I know y'all like to get in here and see if I'm talking about the real news, if I'm going to be accurate compared to somebody. Today ain't even about that. I could care less about Bama football. I ain't going to say I could care less about it, but that's not the focus today. I'm in a posture of gratitude today. So let me thank you for supporting me and getting me to this point. And let's enjoy this moment today. So jumping in the chat first, my brother MJ tapped in. What's good, MJ? Roll Tide. He said, hey, yo, what's up, Coach Smook? Hey, yo, it's been 3 years already. So before I finish reading that comment, I got to clear it up, y'all. It has not been 3 years yet. It has not been 3 years yet, right? Where it has been is 2 years as Coach Smook Network today. 2 years as Coach Smook Network today. Clap it up for that. 2 years as Coach Smook Network. But we've been doing Alabama content for 3 years in October. October of this year will be when we first got invited on to the Bama Standard officially as a panelist. And that was our first launch into podcasting or Bama coverage, where we started getting our first taste of being on the scene. So yeah, you're right. 3 years as Coach Smook, but 2 years as Coach Smook Network. And this is just all a blessing, man. You never focused on the negative and just stayed on your path. Keep grinding, Smook. Appreciate you for that words of encouragement, man, and for being here for almost 3 years now. MJ, y'all heard it. Y'all heard him. I seen it was a comment called out when I did one of my first lives, man. I said, MJ, appreciate the likes. You know, when I was made the announcement that I was coming. As a matter of fact, that live was when I first got to Alabama. When I first got to Tuscaloosa, I was sitting at King's Kitchen right there in Tuscaloosa. That's where that live was, right before my first ever segment on Bama football on YouTube in Tuscaloosa. So we got a lot of memories we can go back and look at from, man, I can't wait to go back to see if I can scrub Bama football on YouTube channel. I know we had an agreement to not for him not to have my content or stuff of my content on there, but he has all right to say anything I did on that channel. So I should be able to go and find it. Khalil, what's good, man? My brother Roll Tide. Good to see you, man. How long you been around, Khalil? I want to see them banners today, too. If you've been a member for 24 months, that means you've been a member since the second live stream. I'm going to show y'all that first ever live stream from when we got fired, too, at the end of this stream. Good morning, fam. AAA fam. What's good, Antonio? Good to see you in the chat, man. Good to see you in the chat. I told y'all we chilling today, man. If y'all came here to talk football, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be. I used to talk to 0 viewers for hours when I first started streaming, so that ain't no new thing to me. Y'all could. I'm gonna tell this story today. Somebody gonna need this. There's content creators right now that think I'm against them because of something that they did wrong against me. No, I'm against you because of something you cheated yourself of, and that was due process and respect for the game, respect for the industry. Right? I really came up in this thing. And without some solid, real people around me, some real support and a true faith and a walk with God, man, I would have been a win off on some of these fools, man. I ain't playing, bro. I am not playing. I'm not playing, bro. I would have winning, especially that last crew. We're going to talk about it. Y'all going to get the story. What's up, Mary J in the back doing it on the ones and twos? Give it up for. I know I'm taking my time. I'm giving everybody a chance to pull up, man. I know it's going to take about 25, 30 minutes for people to pull up. What's up, Greg? Good to see you, my boy. They've been around for about 25, 24 months too, man. My boy, Greg, man. Appreciate you for pulling up. Roll Tide, Greg. Amanda in the back. Morning, all. And Roll Tide is me, Amanda. My son somehow changed my profile picture to him. Hey, what up, look, man? Which son that is? Which son that is? That's the one be trying to call plays. And he a Bulldog fan. You got to change that one. That one. He looked like a Bulldog fan. He looked like his daddy's son. Looked like his daddy. Yeah, we got to change that. We got to get one of the Bama babies up there. What's up to Kinesis? He said, Roll Tide. My brother, man, Kinesis been around too. Kinesis used to be one of the very active ones over there in the chat and on Bama Football on YouTube. My guy Dalton checking in on Facebook. What's up, Dalton, man? Yeah. My guy Dalton, man, checking in. He follows us on TikTok. He follows us on Facebook and YouTube, man. He's been around for a minute. Shout out to you, Dalton. Salute Coach Smook, salute Smook, keep going. Four guy, my guy, man. Four guy, you been around for a minute too. You been around for a minute. Then Antonio Snell popping it off. 3 years down. Keep grinding, bro. $9.99 super chat. The pop, not only. I ain't gonna say that yet. Y'all know what other time it is. Y'all know what else it is. Y'all know why this month is really special, and I truly feel like it's a divine month for how God did everything, man. Appreciate you, Antonio, for the $9.99 super chat. Make sure we get our super chat update. Remember, this is a new month. Before we continue into our conversation, I got a huge announcement because y'all did y'all big one this past month for autism awareness. I got a huge announcement for y'all, and we still are accepting donations. I told y'all we do monthly contributions. April is just our main contribution month where we get to do it during the acknowledgement month. We got a banner. I'm gonna show y'all. It's pretty lit. Y'all did it. Y'all did y'all big one again, doing it big for the squad. Britt, let's go. Let's go, little sis. We back at it. We doing our thing. Let's go. She said, cheers to many more years. Look, I love when we come in with this type of energy. My boy Sully is in the chat. What's up, Sully? Good to see you, my boy, my brother. Good to see Sully, man. Listen, so Sully, y'all, I can't wait for this post new baby season to be good and everything to be on schedule, because bro got so much to bring to the table. And the fact that, that he's willing to collab with the Coach Smook Network and starting to, brand everything with the tags, it's lit, bro. It lets you know that it makes me feel humble to know that somebody who has quality content that they're starting to have aspirations of doing, they want to just combine with mine and grow with me. That's some good stuff. That's my brother right there. Sully, I appreciate you for being solid, man, because you could have left with the first two. You was around with the first two, bro. You could have left. You could have listened to all the BS, and we're going to tell that story. We're going to tell that story. We're going to tell that story. We're going to tell that truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You better know it. Y'all know I'm blind. Well, I'm going to tell the story. Yeah, we're going to tell that story today. But yeah, Sully, welcome in, my brother. Let's go, Tim. Good to see my boy Tim. He been around for more than a year, too. Man, I know a lot of these names, man. Let me, click my twin name. Hold on. We already said what's up to MJ. MJ ain't done. Hey, MJ been around since he was delivering folks stinking packages, bro. What? Come on now. Hey, there go my twin. Hey, Jason, time out. Stop the music, Amanda. Stop the music. I need complete silence. Jason, 2026. I'm your light-skinned brother. Your next comment needs to be responding to this. What the beard looking like, bro? Come on. We 3 weeks in, bro. 3 weeks in. Come on, bro. Talk to me. You know this John used to be struggling, bro. Talk to me, bro. We getting there, bro? Crank that music back up. I just need to know. You know I gotta come to you. I gotta come to you, brother. You gotta have my back, all right? All right. Who else we got in the chat, man? My oldest son, AJ. AJ, is he a dog fan? I bet he a puppy fan. I've been watching you since Kyle's show and followed you over here. I had lost my other YouTube account, but been rocking with you since Kyle's show. Hey, you know what's crazy? Believe it or not, man, that was 2020. The first time I did a live on Kyle's channel was October 2023. That was the first time I got invited on that channel. October 2022 was when I got invited on to the Bama Standard. So 2023, when I said it earlier, it says 3 years ago right now because it hasn't hit October, so it won't show a full year. So that's 2022 when I got pulled on the scene on the Bama Standard. Now, I did some months there. I did some stuff with TDA. Shout out to both of those channels, like I said. The Bama Standard, Justin Riley, Stephen A., Benny Bice, all those guys, Justin Smith, all those guys, man. Matt Cadell, the James brothers, Chris and OG James, man, the whole squad, man. Just Ty Hayes. You remember collabing with Ty Hayes? Shout out to them, man. Went from there in 2022 into 2023. I moved to Virginia in 2023. I remember that. That's when I went full-time with the Bama Standard, and I was doing light content, not Bama, full-time Bama content. I was doing light content on my channel. I was still gaming content on my channel. And then I started doing the college football gaming. And then I just started doing my own type of reaction stuff. And the Bama Standard, they started seeing some of the stuff. They started letting me. I have basically my own show. I was hosting the show. Me and Ty Hayes had our own show. Moved on from there. That transition happened. It was ugly. And in that time, y'all, I was being pulled at such a level. Man, y'all gotta remember how fast I was getting pulled up. I went from just doing gaming content in October of 2023 to covering, being on the scene, right, on the screen when Coach Saban retired. And people, I don't, mind you, I'm in Virginia. I had a Georgia number, right? I still have my Phoenix City number, Georgia number, Columbus, Georgia number. So being in that live, man, we in story time now. We can go ahead and change the music up. We might as well flow, right? We might as well flow. What's up, Jordan? I'm gonna speak. Y'all pull up. What's up, Jordan? Man, pick you a smooth beat, Amanda. It's on you. I'm gonna trust your judgment today. But no more funny packages, man. Yeah, no more funky packages. No more funky packages. But so we're in this storyline, right? We're talking about where it started, and we'll be able to show this to y'all real quick. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. My page. Let me see. I'm gonna share this tab and let's bring it up. Like, can we bring it up like this, or should we just bring it up like this? We'll keep it up like this. And so if y'all can see that, man, it's real small. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. No, I didn't go be bigger. So if y'all can see this, I'm gonna full screen it. This is where I started like doing live content, y'all. Let me see. So this is where I started doing live content. Like I've had this YouTube handle. I've changed my YouTube handle, right? I think 3 times since I've had it in 2011. And I'm starting here because I need to build this narrative so people understand why my growth hasn't been as fast as your newer channels. So I have what they call a grandfathered account, meaning before they started the algorithm push in late 2013, 2014, I had a page that was just a page, right? It was just like a Facebook page or a MySpace page at the time, or a Vine at the time. It wasn't really algorithm driven. There was no specific method to going viral unless a lot of people knew you, and right, you had to be on MySpace a lot. And at the time I was in the military when I first created this handle. So the first video I ever did on YouTube was me and my homeboy singing Happy Mother's Day. I was on the keyboard. We was clowning, acting like Casey and JoJo. And we sung Happy Mother's Day to all the Mother's Day on Mother's Day. I'm so serious, y'all. That was the first video. But if y'all don't believe me, I got shorts on there from when I used to do gaming content. It's pretty entertaining. Y'all can go back and check the history. I'm an entertaining guy. I will admit that. But so I get into the content creation. First, I started on Facebook gaming. I did that in 2020 all the way up until 2022, right? 2023. I started doing gaming content on YouTube because Facebook gaming started messing with everybody's paycheck. So that's the only reason I ended up on YouTube. When I got on YouTube, I used to watch Kangaroo Black a lot. And I used to always say the same thing I always say now. That man do not know football, but he funny as hell. I used to say that junk all the time. That man, I'm serious. Ever since I known him, and y'all can clip this and try to take it to him and troll it, whatever. But I've said that to his face on screen. I've said that on the phone, but I'd be like, bro, you don't be knowing what you're talking about. Like, and it's all in fun. It's all in just, that's a homie. That's so, and we'll talk about that when we get to that bridge. But I started with gaming content. I used to come and watch certain channels, but TDA was my go-to source for football, college football content when it came to Alabama. I didn't even know that it was like a thing. I thought Stephen Smith was like this big name credentialed media personality guy that had the inside scoop on Alabama. I knew about Hastings. I knew about Tim Watts in their early days, Andrew Bone. We knew about all of those names. And this is when like Tony Sakalis and all of them were like flunkies to these guys, right? They were basically the do boys, right? Before everybody started getting their good ideas to go and do their own thing and expand the coverage because they want to do it. People started taking the social media, journalists started writing different column styles. Like that's where I was in it. I had no idea that it was a lucrative thing. I thought it was like you had to go to school for it. it was like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was all these qualifications in order to get on the screen and do what I'm doing right now, right? What a lot of people who have came through this community and have all of a sudden been inspired to do that. That's what happened with me. I wasn't even in the community. What made it so funny, 2017, 2018, I think it was 2018. It was a long time ago. It probably wasn't even 2018. I remember being a constant caller to not Bama football on YouTube, Touchdown Alabama. I was doing gaming content. Me and Justin Smith and John Ivory, their audio engineer and producer, their lead producer. We used to do like, they used to see me doing gaming content. I used to send them my stuff, and they still homies, right? I see them now, I dap them up, show them love when they content pop up on Twitter. So we used to talk though. We was like tight because they would see me doing content, and me and John collab on different things. He make beats, fire beats. Shout out John Ivory. And so we get into it, man. We get into everything, and they start, it got to the point. I was just a regular caller, and y'all know Waylon, right? I can't stand Waylon. He the biggest Fairweather fan in the Bama fan base I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with in my life. When I say I can't stand him, I don't wish nothing bad on Waylon. I can't stand his Fairweather fandom. Funny dude though. Overall, when we winning, he's a good dude to sit down and talk to. But when Bama's struggling or we losing, Lord have mercy. Do not get Waylon on that phone or in no chat. So me and Waylon started creating good content. Blue Wrench Gang. If y'all know about Blue Wrench Gang, I started the whole Blue Wrench Gang thing. They had an idea about it, right? But I started promoting it, and the DWG in the chat, everybody started getting with that. If you're from the TDA family, you know I started that. Don't play. I started it. They made Waylon the president, and I was the governor, whatever it was. But that community aspect, that's why I started learning how to develop and create community vibes, right? Because I was the one, I would send out text messages. I had Waylon's personal text message. I had Brian, Bama fan, a lot of them guys that still hang around those other channels, I have their personal numbers, right? And when I would text them and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna get John to go live so we could do a live game day chat. And they would just go live and have a graphic up, and we would be in the chat on live chatting during the game, talking about the game, arguing back and forth, calling each other out back and forth. That's where it started at for me, right? And people in the chat used to be like, man, this coach, this Senator Hines dude, right? Because it wasn't Coach Smook at the time. Yo, this guy, he knows what he's talking about. And then I changed my name to Smook Hines on YouTube, right? I don't know if y'all remember that. I used to pop in chats. It was Smook Hines. I changed it to that. That was my handle. What's up? What's up, J-Ro? Hey, appreciate you for reposting in this stream, bro. Hey, make sure y'all continue to share it too on all platforms. I know everybody want to know the storyline where I came from. I'm not from Virginia. Are you bum that keep talking about I'm from mother Virginia? I'm not from Virginia, bro. I was in Virginia for all of 21 months, and y'all want to talk about I'm from Virginia. Go back to Virginia. Hey, Twitter guys, shut the I'm not from Virginia, man. I'm from Phoenix City, Alabama. Like, it's a fact. It's a real fact. It's like, for real. So kill that noise. Go fact check your sources. Dang, I can't wait to get to that part. I like the drama part. I ain't gonna lie. These next two lives tonight live gonna be fun because we're gonna incorporate. I got some gifts showing up, things of that nature. Family might pull up. So tonight's live is gonna be even more fun. Continue to run the likes up. I know we're gonna be animated today. We just here to have fun, y'all. I don't take nothing personal. This is just me telling my truth, telling my story and about my journey and how we got here. We started with Warzone. Now we're here. TDA brought us on the platform. We used to have like basically call in, right? For the longest, we would call in, and they would give us. We'll be on the phone with Steven for like, and people that follow the channel now, right? They'll tell you now. Like I would get 15 to 20 minutes on the phone, right? Oh, we forgot to do what? My fault. What I forgot to do? Oh, autism awareness. Did we do Twitter roll call? No, we didn't. No, we good. We good on Twitter roll call. But I did want to put this up, y'all. Y'all, we did hit our goal. We did hit our goal, man. And I'm excited about it because one, it's one of them things, y'all know I get excited about just supporting health and awareness. But this is something that's near and dear to my heart. I've been a part of this support movement for about 12 years now. 2014 was my first event with my car club. Shout out Most Wanted. Most Wanted for life, man. That's my family. Will always be my family. Our auto club, man. They do a lot of good community work in the different cities that we in. But I started there with autism awareness, got very aware of what autism was and how it affects different individuals, man. And it just, I took a liking to it. I've always been an advocate and like if kids bully special needs kids, I was the one that went and fought. You know, it was me and a select group of kids. Like, and I wasn't the biggest in high school or middle school, you know, or elementary school is really when it happened. High school, we didn't have that problem too much, right? Not many people tried it in high school, but in middle school, elementary school, you had incidents, man, and that's what I got suspended for, fighting for the special needs kids. And then I started learning what the different terminologies were, and autism was one that caught me close to my heart because I found out I had family members that were autistic. I did not know that, and for years we would pick at this certain individual in my family. Did not know that they were autistic. So once we started getting educated, once you know better, you do better. It just took a liking to my heart. This year, every year since we started the Coach Smook Network, or even as a brand myself, Coach Smook, we've donated in April. The first year, the first stream we did, it wasn't even a Coach Smook Network live. We was just live doing outside with Coach Smook. We donated $100. Y'all donated, y'all weren't even super chatting. Y'all were donating direct to my Venmo and my Cash App that year. And we was able to do $117 that first year. So give it up for yourselves for $117. Then last year we did $275. Like last minute, my parents came in, a lot of different donors came in last minute after we did the initial donation, and they were donated live. So we did $275 last year. This year, closed the business yesterday on April 30th. It was about 3 o'clock when we did the donation. We did through our direct donation link. So if you want to do a direct donation on your own, or if you want to, if you want to do it on your own, we have a link that we provide in all our descriptions. But also, if you want to contribute to the Coach Smook Network so that you can continue to help us donate, we have Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, plus whatever you can contribute through your super chats. We donated a percentage of our monthly earnings through our YouTube channel directly to autism awareness. So this year, $307, man. We hit our goal. Yesterday, we had 2 donors show up out of the blue. They saw a live stream from 3 days ago, or the live stream, I think the last live we did, morning show we did, and they saw us talking about it, and they asked how they could contribute, and they went ahead and contributed, y'all, and they helped us hit our goal. I mean, literally, our target was to hit 300. So we literally hit our target and stayed right there on it. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm more so excited for the network because y'all as a team, we've been having a lot of movement in our community. So to see everybody stay consistent and people dealing with personal life and still contribute and volunteer their efforts to the network, it's a blessing, man. I got a solid team. I can't ask for anything more or anything better. So back to story time. And I know I'm talking, y'all. We're gonna chill. We chilling. Emmanuel, change that beat up for a second. Let's see what she picked, y'all. Let's see what she bring us in with. Just tell them Twitter fools. You almost got me, Adrian. You almost got me there, buddy. You almost got me. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Oh yeah. Ooh, okay, Britt. Britt, you hear your sister back down the ones and twos? Hold on. We're gonna crank that one up a little bit. Okay. You back down on ones and twos, y'all. All right, y'all, back to story time. So we left off at TDA segments, 15, 20 minutes at a time. Let me let this seat up. I look short. That's why y'all be walking up on me like y'all think I'm something. Y'all think I'm a little joker. That's why, because I look short right there. I'm down there by the, can't be like that. But TDA, long conversations, me, Stephen A, people coming in, calling in, asking for what Coach Smook thinks, all this stuff. And they really embraced it. I appreciate Benny even offered me an opportunity, but at the time it wasn't paying. And at the time I was going through hell in Virginia. So this is where the story starts. Let's start story time here. this is where you all kind of started. This is where you all kind of started seeing me, a lot of you. So I wasn't even in Virginia yet during the TDA transition. The Bama Standard thing was happening every blue moon as like a fill-in. It wasn't official until October of 2022, right? Mind you, we had just moved from Fort Bend in Georgia in September. Was it September 2022? September 2022, we left for Virginia. We get up there, we move in with my ex-wife's family. That transition is happening. During that time is when the Bama Standard offered me to come on and do the episode full time. They explained how the money would be divided. I was like, man, it's a growing channel at the time. I think they had like 1.4K subscribers. It was a small channel. It wasn't a big channel. So I was excited. I like what Justin, his vision was. At the time, I didn't know that him and TDA were having issues because he used to have the Justin Riley Network. They used to support it in the chat. At the time, I didn't know it was drama there. They've since deaded that, of course, which is great to see growth. You know, we grow up in life, right? That's why I hate when people still ask me about the Kyle Henderson situation. We'll talk about that when we get there. But that transition happened, and I was still supporting Steven. I made it known that I was gonna rock with everybody. You know, I was like a lot of these guys that come into the industry. I support everybody. I watch everybody. This is why I want to do it. I see everybody doing it. So the only reason I'm coming on is because you asked me to. So Justin reached out to me, y'all, and I guarantee you, if somebody clip this and post, he will acknowledge this. And this ain't to like, you know, clout. This is just to show y'all like I never had a plan to do what I'm doing right now. Right. So even that, I used to go in there and I used to just talk. And he started telling me about, and he started planting those seeds about segments. So I used to start paying attention to how Steven Smith used to do his segments on the call-in show. And I always used to love listening to Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley. And I used to do a prank call show on my gaming content and blogging content. I used to do all this stuff. I'm thinking like, man, I could do something. If they could do this, I could do this. I don't have to go on their show and steal their shine. I could start my own and don't have to ride off no coattails and then. So and they will tell you, I never once on the phone line with TDA on the Bama Standard, I never once asked, hey, can I plug in my socials and ask everybody to follow me? Especially between 2022 and 2024, early 2024, I didn't do it. I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know it was an actual thing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I swear, I promise on everything I love, on my children, man. I did not know. I thought the gaming content was it. I thought that's where everybody was getting their bag. I'm gaming with other gamers who are making $4,000 a month doing the same thing. I'm in the party with them. I'm getting dubs with them. I'm getting high kills with them. I'm creating clips with them. I'm laughing. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm part of their content. So that's where I thought the money was. That's where I was seeing it at. And then it went from that to, what's up, Miss Pat? Good to see you. Roll Tide. Miss Pat. I knew she was going to show up. Miss Pat, we're doing story time this morning. So any questions, anything you want to know about? A lot of people, this, I'm trying not to be emotional. I was already crying looking at the old videos earlier of my first live stream. And then that announcement stream, when I made the announcement that I wasn't going to, y'all heard me say it at the beginning of the show. If you didn't see it, rewind it. If you're watching Post Live Rewind, I made the announcement there that I wasn't going to be doing any more Bama content on this channel. I had just started getting it recognized because of the Coach Saban retirement. I had got some text messages from Coach Shep. Shout out to Coach DeMarcus Shepard, man. When I found out that Kalen DeBoer's staff was going to be hired, and this is kind of jumping all over the place, it's just a whole bunch of memories popping up. Coach Shep was the first one to reply to me on Twitter, and I got his number, and he was the one that told me, me and him was the one having a conversation about how the transition was set up to happen with everybody coming over and how we were possibly going to miss out on not getting Coach Huff and Ryan Grubb, and it was in the middle of a situation with family, you know, moving and all of that, wanted to make it a perfect timing thing. All of those things. I talked with multiple staff members. Coach G was a real reliable guy. Shout out to Jace McClellan for getting me in the door with that one, man. If y'all don't remember Jace, he was at Bama, I think it was 2018 to 2019. When did Jace get there? 2019? No, he came in there COVID year, 2020 to 2024. That's when Jace was there. 2019 to 2024, something like that. Y'all remember Jace McClellan, but shout out to their family for getting us in there. And we made a lot of connections that day. That was an impactful day, that pro day. First the pro day and then that day, but that's really how we got in the door, man, and everything started to kind of shape up like it is now. But rewind some more. We on to the Bama Standard. We're doing the post-game lives. That's all we're doing. Post-game live with Justin Riley. What's up, Davin, my guy Davin in the chat. I gotta say, he getting back straight, man. Hey, shake back, brother. Shake back. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all literally watched me go to the bottom of the bottom. Like, for real. Y'all done literally watched me go to the bottom of the bottom, y'all. And, like, nobody but God. Nobody but God. When I say nobody but God kept me through the all right, let's continue the story. So we're on the Bama Standard, everything's going good. And then I started doing extra work over there. I'm applying some of the skill sets that I have, right? And this is not a bashing moment. I need y'all to just know this is my story. This is Coach Smook's side of it from the jump, how it started, how we even got to here. All right. I'm doing the post-game lives, and then I'm getting invited onto a Tuesday segment, right? Tuesday night segment, the final whistle, right? And then I'm the first guy to get called for the Bama Standard when they have their show. I think they was doing that on a Monday and a Wednesday, wherever days they was doing it. If Marvin or Matt, one of the guys couldn't show up, one of the big name guys couldn't show up, I was the replacement, which I was cool with. I felt honored. I'm looking at it, I'm like, dang, bro, that's Marvin Constant right there. Oh, dang, that's Bo Scarborough. I'm talking with Trent Richardson on the screen. Like, that's how fast things were growing because of their ties that they had. So when it came to knowing players and having the name power, Justin had that with that crew. And that's what I took advantage of it. Of course, I done. And when I started asking those guys questions, certain questions and answers that I was getting, I was like, wait, are we still talking football? And then it went from, the conversation behind the scenes from, are we still talking football? Are we pro Bama anymore? I understand not having Bama goggles on, but dang, why are we dogging kids live? And you have a name. You're supposed to be a Bama great. Some of that stuff is, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, freedom of speech, but you're talking about elevating in this industry and having a certain image and want to be accepted. Like, I always thought that they had the access to that. I thought they was credentialed. I didn't know it was called credentialed at the time, all right? But no, they weren't. They were just guys that were talking about things that they homeboys that still got access to the facility. And it's no dig, because that's how insider work works. That's how you create content. There's no dig. I'm just saying, there's levels to validity, right, in this industry. And that's why I'm continuing the path I am. So it started off great. Y'all remember we was having costume streams. Y'all remember the Bama Standard? We used to be on the final whistle. We used to be coming on in costumes and what was the little thing? At the end of the show, they were like, we would do these crazy, like, it got lame quick, y'all. It got lame. It got played out so quick. But we kept forcing it because everybody kept asking for it. And that was one thing we didn't know how to do, entertain over there. But it got old because I started wanting to talk football, and I started to get on a few different, invited to a few different channels with different teams. The Tennessee fan base, they would watch that channel and invite me from that platform. The Bleacher Report. I got invited onto the Bleacher Report out of the blue. Ty Hayes was doing his thing, covering Bama and Oklahoma and just college football in general. Me and him was collabing. Like, it was a lot of different things going on at the time, and I was just sitting in front of my screen. I would game for 7-8 hours a day. Then dudes would hit me up about 5 o'clock. Hey, bro, what you doing in about an hour? Come on. I go on. I wasn't streaming any of this on my channel at the time either, right? So that's 2022 going into 2023. I'm in Virginia. In Virginia, me and my ex-wife, we finally moved into our place in March of 2023. Everything's looking up. I got a full-time job. I'm not doing as much content, gaming content, but I'm taking the coverage for Bama content more serious because now I'm in conversations with alumni members. I got booster members. I'm getting introduced to, former NFL players through this, and I'm developing relationships. I'm getting added to these group texts, and I'm just talking. I'm being one of the guys, right? And the more I talk about football, and the more we talking about football and actual like X's and O's, people, you know, that these guys in this group are starting to, hey, yeah, this young dude knows some stuff. Mind you, I'm at the time, what's this, 2023, so I'm 30 now. I'm already 30. So this past COVID, all of that. 2022, I'm 22. I mean 32. I'm kind of settling. I'm out of that phase of alpha male, chest out, buff my chest. I'm learning now because I found something that I got an interest in. And so when it came around to the spring of 2023, I started doing film reactions live on on Twitch and Facebook. I was doing highlight reactions, doing reactions to highlights. And then I started watching AJ Green and Destroying on YouTube, and I was recording myself reacting to their videos, but I never would post them. I always thought my stuff was lame. One day I'm gonna show y'all some of the stuff I used to do. Never posted it, right? This is late 2023. And then I'm getting tired of the Bama Standard vibe, right? The final whistle of the Bama Standard. I'm getting tired of that vibe. They had brought on Lucian, and I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna call out a few names because some dudes just I don't respect them when it comes to certain ways they move. That dude Lucian, they brought him on, right? And at first it was cool, but then he started trying. He was stealing my style, y'all, man. He was stealing my stilo. He was stealing my stilo. Lucian, you can come on live. We can talk about it because I ain't holding no grudges no more. I'm just telling the story. If you ever see this, you want to talk about it live, it's all entertainment. I think we all can benefit from this at the end of the day. But he was stealing my stilo, man. The fan analyst, people were saying fan analyst. I'm gonna show y'all how I know I came up with this doggone content, this term. All right, I'm gonna share this tab. Let me hold up. Let me click over here. Dang, where's the Bama Standard? I gotta find the live. I think I exited out of it by accident. But it's alive. It's alive. The little tag, the lower third. Mary J, pull up a lower third banner real quick. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Like what y'all see right here, that Alabama Football Insider. Under my name on the show for weeks, I had Alabama Fanalist, right? If y'all go back and watch it, y'all see it. I was the only one doing it in the Bama space. Nobody. As a matter of fact, the Bama Standard was one of the only few panels like that was getting that type of attention. So I made sure when I went on there, they had former Alabama linebacker, former Alabama alumni, former Alabama wide receiver. They had all these tags, right? And so mine was to make sure that they didn't get it confused, even though I say I'm Coach Smook, right? Because I was coaching, right? 2022, 2023, I was coaching at Prince George High School, Coach X, in Virginia. I had just got offered a position, accepted. We had just started spring camp. Everything was going back. I was going back to a position that I would love when I was at in Georgia, in Phoenix City. So, but that was happening. I'm getting tired of the energy over there. They doing all this lame joking and stuff. And I'm posting edits. Me and which I think is Chris James, the little brother James. Me and him, we bumping heads in the middle of streams because he talking about the same old thing, keep saying the same old stuff. And y'all ain't gonna lie, at this point in time, I'm going through in my marriage at this point, like life is bad at this point. Life is bad. Life is getting real tough at this point in 2023. September-ish, October, I had lost my job, or the permanent position. I couldn't get it because of a background check discrepancy, whatever. And so life was bad. I was adjusting, child support, taking all my Dollar General check, my substitute check that I was working Dollar General and substitute, playing at two different churches, trying to just get the income streaming, doing all this. That started back in 2023. Then we ended up having to move out the house, didn't have the funds to transition to another spot. So the place where we made a list where we got approved, right? Section 8, I ain't ashamed. We got approved for Section 8 housing. It took us forever. They said we didn't make enough to be in one place, but they said we made too much to be approved for Section 8. Somebody explain that. Right? We weren't getting food stamps, none of that. We was just getting it, man. Struggling, just hustling. So that's that part. But then I'm still out here trying to do this. I see potential in this, and my something in me couldn't let it go. I ain't gonna say my spirit because I ain't know it's my spirit yet, but something in couldn't let it go. So that happens with the Bama Standard, and I leave streaming alone the Bama content alone for like a week. Then I call in the Kyle Henderson show. I seen he was live. I used to watch Kyle every other blue moon when I catch him live. I could never catch Kyle live for some reason, but I call him live, and I get on the live segment, and he has me on there for like a solid 45 minutes. I don't know if y'all remember. It was like September 2023. I forget what game had just went by, but we was on the line for like a good 45 minutes. And because I called into the phone line, he had my number. He calls me afterwards, right? He got a appreciate you for stopping in, Miss Pat. Story time all day. Appreciate you. She said blessings, all stay safe, roll time. Appreciate you, Miss Pat. Thank you for pulling up. But I tell y'all what happened in that moment. When I was transitioning, me and my ex, we moved from one hotel to another hotel, and Kyle hit me up, and he was like, "Hey, how's everything going? You know, this, that, and third." He said I could pay you for each segment, this, that, and third. So immediately I'm like, boom, yes, I could do that. So I'm still substituting. I'm not working at Dollar General anymore. But I'm substituting. I'm doing the full-time hours because I could do an evening segment every day for Kyle, whatever. That's when we started getting Jance and Sean and everybody started coming on Ty Hayes. We started getting that team together, you know, into 2023, going into 2024, right? So boom, December 2024 hits. Major crap happens in my marriage. I'm tripping, y'all. My life is at the pits, and I'm gonna change the music up for this because this is gonna get serious here in a second. I'm gonna let y'all in. I'm gonna let y'all all the way in. I ain't got no shame. Buckle up, y'all. Buckle up. I ain't got no shame. Here we go. What's up, Josh? Good to see you, big bro. My big brother. Hey, hit that like button for me, Josh. And share the stream. I think people need to celebrate with me, man. You and Michelle have been a huge part of what the Coach Smook Network is. When I talk about number one supporter, I think my sister has at least 12 to 13 Coach Smook Network merch items. I guarantee you, my sister, Michelle, artist, has at least 12 to 13, and maybe more than that. I know my niece, Zion, has a few, right? And I know my bro got the vintage shirt, which I need to go check it out because we got to take that down. That's going to be a classic. It's going to be worth a lot one day. If y'all got that vintage original Coach Smook Network logo shirt with the established 2023 in it, that's going to be worth some money. I'm telling you, people hold it. But so we transition from the Bama Standard. Kyle gives us a few opportunities. We collab with TDA a few times in between that transition. And the transition with the Bama Standard was messy because they didn't necessarily stop me from coming on the show. What happened was they sent out a link one time. I didn't show up, or something happened on the show with a guest. And they didn't like the way me and Lucian responded. I felt like I was really like compared to Lucian, and that's when it really started bugging me with him being on the panel with him. But then who else was on there? We used to have Van Edwards, him too, man. They would bring him on, and we started doing a few things, and I tried to collab with these guys afterwards, trying to kind of salvage entertainment value. But when it came to like real entertainment, y'all, the quality, everybody ain't made for this. Some people are just supporting cast members, and that's fine. Everybody's not made to be on the main stage trying to give breakdowns or create jokes or be funny. It's not made for everybody. And then again, I don't like everybody. Everybody don't like me. It's whatever. I'm good with that. I'm so good with that. So during that process, December hits, boom. Kyle offers me the position. He's like, man, you can come and be a part of my channel. I just asked that, you know, any Bama coverage and stuff like that, you know, we don't have a compete. We're not competing with our coverage, you know. So I'm with it. I'm like, cool. So I had just started doing Bama late night, Bama parent night, you know, Bama late night was what I was doing. So I wasn't really doing coverage. I was just doing late night talk. What's up, Dougie? First, appreciate you for the 1999 super chat, my brother. Hey, good to see you back around here too, man. I know you've been out here working, man. It's been a great 3 years. The best is yet to come. Roll Tide, man. Facts. So y'all know, and I think Dougie was around when I started, was just doing like regular content too. So that's pretty cool, man, to see you still here, bro. Good to see you, man. That's my PI representation, y'all. I got representation. Don't be messing with me. We covered. But y'all, so the transition happens from the Bama Standard to Bama Football on YouTube. I wasn't in contract with the Bama Standard. All I did was ask them to stop using my intro. I did intros, I did clips. I just asked them to stop using my work because I felt disrespected how they did not give me the time of day to really have a conversation. It was some back and forth between me and a couple of panelists because I just was tired of the BS, man. I felt like the quality of the content that we was delivering was bad. And I feel like I was putting in way more work than everybody else, but we all splitting the money the same, right? Not everybody's editing. Not everybody's staying up, giving topics. Not everybody's actually showing up and keeping on topics. You got a dude falling asleep. Chris James falling asleep on stream. Like in bottom segment. I could pull the short up. Y'all think I'm playing. He's literally falling asleep. And then, so that happened. And I transitioned to Bama Football on YouTube, man. It was a moment in my life where I felt like I was really coming up. And now I'm gonna just go to the part about just the good part, like being there, right? And then we'll talk about the transition and how we here tonight, because it got ugly, right? And I even talk about the ugly stuff during this transition. So during that transition, January comes around. Y'all know Coach Saban retires, right? So that morning, I'm out of bed. I'm on my computer, and I'm looking for a live link. We had a live schedule to go live at, I believe, 10 a.m. or something like that. I can't remember exactly what time it was, but Kyle calls me. I'm the first person he calls. He's like, bro, I just got news that Coach Saban retired. Like before ESPN, before it was on ESPN, before anybody, me and Kyle were on the live stream, right? He's live. I came on, I was taking my bonnet off. I used to wear a bonnet because I had just got my hair. I was about to get those locks combed out. No, I had just got them redone. My locks was real short. I had just got my first set combed out. So I had the bonnet on. I had to take the bonnet off. And we came on stream, and Kyle Henderson said, well, Coach Smook, seems like we got some breaking news. And like 10 minutes being on screen and all that news coming out, and I'm talking about how crazy it was and all this. Y'all should have seen what happened with my phone. I wish I could call my ex-wife, and maybe I can. Let's see if we can do that. I want testimonials today. It's going to be a different type of show. I'm going to call my ex-wife because she thought we were already having marital problems, right? We were on the verge of our marriage ending, and my phone just starts buzzing. My phone starts going off chat, just ting, like, and y'all remember on live, if y'all were there, hey, what's up, Pops? Good to see Pops in the chat. Give it up for my Pops, man. Shout out to Pops, man. You already know my namesake. Look, I'm his namesake. I'm his namesake. Do I say? I say same thing. Whatever. I'm Junior. That's all that matters. That's all that. But y'all, so the funny thing is, I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her if she's busy, y'all, and I'm gonna call her. And because she got to watch this happen in real time, like how life just changed in a matter of 48 hours for me in that moment, right? It went from being a panelist and a guy that was just good at talking college football, breaking down Bama footage and all that stuff, to, hey, Coach Saban is retiring and these coaches are leaving. Coach Rob wants to be the defensive coordinator. If not, Georgia has already been talking to him since October. Coach Saban knew that Kevin Steele was retiring after this season. Coach Saban knew that Tommy Rees was not going to be, coming back, didn't plan on coming back and re-signing as the offensive coordinator. All of these things were coming to my phone, and they was like, man, yeah, back in this day. And then they was talking about, all the signees, all the prospects in that class, right? The Ryan Williams drama, the Cali connection, what coach was going to be able. And the first time we heard Kalen DeBoer's name, It was on I think Kennington Lloyd. Kennington Lloyd was on Ryan Fowler, I believe. I can't remember. Shout out to Kenny Smith III, man. Shout out to my boy Kenny Smith, but he was on the phone. I can't remember who was on it. It might have been Martin Houston, because Martin Houston went live earlier that morning too. It might have been Martin Houston, but I remember Kenny talking about Kalen DeBoer being the guy that was, the name being mentioned, and that was when he was working for the Athletic. So he had his sources over there, and he was working the story, and that's when I started, like, I was getting pulled in, y'all. A lot of different BS information getting thrown my way. I didn't jump and bite at everything, but my number had got leaked. I don't know how, I don't know when, but it got leaked. I got in touch with a few guys, and then the recruiting thing was already hot for me. I had already started doing highlight reviews. That was picking up on its own. So during this time, I'm making connections. I'm connecting with people. Brody Smoot pops up in the picture. I'm gonna talk about that boy in a minute. Who else was there early in the beginning? We had a few people. I put a team together quick. After the Saban announcement, I put a team together quick. And I'm gonna call them by name because I have to, because they're gonna play a huge part of the story time tonight. All right. So during this time, and this is in January before I leave to come down to Tuscaloosa, I'm doing my own content on my channel. Right. The Coach Saban announcement, the retirement announcement happens. We're doing the 18-hour live streams for like 4 days straight on Kyle's channel. Me and Kyle are burning it out, right? Me, Kyle, Ty Hayes pulls up every now and then. Sean, Jance, everybody pulls up every now and then. They do their hour or two. And then me and Jance and Kyle, for the most part, we're going. And so people, that's what they're seeing. They're seeing Coach Smook, Kyle Henderson, Coach Smook, Kyle Henderson, Coach Smook, Jance, Coach Sean, Coach Smook, Coach Smook, Coach Jance. Coach Sean, Coach, every time you came on Bama Football on YouTube for like a good better of 3 weeks, you saw my face. And I was talking good stuff because I was getting fed good stuff. I was getting phone calls from alumni members. Shout out to the Simpson family. Not Ty Simpson, but the Simpsons. They know who I'm talking about. I connected on TikTok. Hey, as soon as I started doing stuff on Bama Football on YouTube, hey, anything you need, we support you, buddy. Love what you're doing over there. You and Kyle Henderson, blah, blah, blah. All that was great. So January is ending, and it was like the third week of January after the national championship. Y'all remember Kyle went to the national championship in California. While he was there, I was hosting the live game watch party for the playoff game against Michigan, right? This is before the Coach Saban retirement. I was hosting that. So that shows you how much work I was putting on his channel. That's how much we was doing together. That's how invested he was in me. As long as he was the main face. I got to make that known, Kyle. I know you're going to see this. As long as you was the face, everything was good. But once me, Coach Sean, and Jance came on and everything, they kind of, and I, you know what? Sean, Jance, who else used to come over there? I blame y'all for the confidence that I have today, because we used to get off of live streams and Kyle wouldn't even stick around and like have like post game, post stream talk with us and good pep talk like he did when we first started. But they would be like, man, Smook, you really the leader. And I never let it go to my head. I always made it about my team. And I still do. My team right now for the Coach Smook Network, my staff, y'all see, and it's genuine because that's how I was taught. My family, we preach family. It's never been about me. It's always been about the team. It's always been about the team. So when we transitioned and he offered that position to me, it was third week of January. I remember sitting down with my ex and we sit there and we're talking, and I keep telling y'all it's a huge part of this journey because things were not peachy. I wasn't making enough money. We were making money, just enough money to pay for the hotel, get food from 7-Eleven or McDonald's, or maybe go eat at a restaurant and maybe take some hey Sunshine, my niece. Give it up for my niece, y'all. That's I don't know who my number one supporter is when it comes to between her, my mom, my daughters, my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter, Amari. I don't know who the biggest supporters are. My niece, Zion, my sister, Michelle. I'm spoiled by all the women in my life, y'all. I'm grateful. Mary J, she spoils me. I got to admit that. Laugh. Go ahead, laugh at her. Calling you out, Mary J. You do spoil me. Cindy spoils me. Miss Pat has become another mother figure in my life. Miss Pat, she's spoiling me. Calling in, checking on me, writing every day. you know. So I got a solid surrounding, solid support system. Shout out to my family. But back to the story. So we're talking, and Kyle offers me the position. I sit down, I talk with my wife, my ex-wife, not my ex-wife. We're sitting on the back of the patio where the hotel we were staying at, and it's snowing. It's snowing, and we out there, we doing what we do, and I tell her, I'm like, man, I feel like this is the last straw, like this is the last attempt for me. Like if I don't at least try and take this opportunity, it's a guaranteed paycheck. He's saying he's going to pay me umpteen amount this every week, you know, and I want to take advantage of it because right now we only make this much and it fluctuates every week and we're putting it out. And the plan was you go do this, stay here, do this, finish school year with the kids. I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna set up. So we made the decision. We spent our last $117 getting a rental car. Had to find a way to do that because we didn't have a active, like a actual bank account that was in good standing. Like the struggle to get to Tuscaloosa was a struggle in itself. Kyle, and I need to clear this up. Kyle did not send any he didn't send no extra funds to help me transition or anything. I need y'all to know that. He sent me like $75 for gas, and then he sent me like $100 once I got to T-Town. They paid for my room. I stayed at the Microtel, and it was not a trash hotel. Right, the first spot I stayed in was the Microtel. It was not trash. I know people's standards is what it is. I didn't mind it because it was one room. It was a space. It had good internet connection. I was able to set up and work. Came there to do what I came there to do. It was close enough to campus to where the rental car that I had for the time that I had it, I was able to move around, go and scout the area. So the transition there, it was sad, but at the same time, I was excited. I knew leaving there though. I knew leaving Virginia that my marriage was probably done with. I knew it. At the end of January, at the end of February when I started leaving, I knew it was just about over with. And I don't want to get emotional because it was just a dark time in my life. You know, going to bed every night, watching my kids sleep in the same bed in that hotel, you know, and it wasn't a bad hotel. We never put them in no trash. The first night we had to move out was the scariest night because the hotel we chose, it was not what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? We lost money that night, everything. And so during that transition, man, I slept with both of my pistols, you know, close to me, if not in my hands. I didn't sleep that night. The U-Haul, we didn't have a lock for it, so I slept in the U-Haul one night. And my ex, man, she was a trooper through the early stages of that transition. It was tough, y'all. And then relationship drama, I wasn't being the best husband. I wasn't being a man for real. I was being pulled in so many different directions trying to find myself, and I don't think I had proper support either. I can't blame nobody, but I didn't put myself in position to be set up right. So it was affecting my life. And for some reason God kept giving me opportunities in this industry. And Kyle was that opportunity. And so when it came with the paycheck, I said I have to do it because it's the only thing I feel like I could do, and I won't get pushed away from it. Right. And Kyle made a promise. He told me to take care of me and make sure we good. The transition was rough, but he made sure he looked out when I needed it. My channel, my YouTube channel wasn't monetized. I was doing just regular vlog content. People show up, 10, 15 people show up to the live at most because of the, you know, people come over from the Bama Football on YouTube channel. Started building the community area. I remember the Undefeated. We started building that over there early 2024. So February comes around, I hit the road. Y'all see that journey. And I'll put like some overlay stuff when we do this edit. I hit the road. I'm driving. I'm just crying the whole way down, man, because I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I think I'm about to lose my family, all this other stuff, everything. I don't even know how I'm gonna make it down there for real, man. And my first sign that this was going to be the thing that changed my life, I stopped at a gas station about an hour over the state line. I can't even remember the name of the town. It's furthest north as you can go to Alabama coming through from Tennessee. And I stopped at this little rural gas station, and there were some Alabama fans, young ladies. They were standing there with their Bama gear on, and I was pulling over to change because I had on all these layers of clothes driving from Virginia. It was snowing, and I got down here. It was like 69, 70 degrees. So I get out, I change. I'm cleaning myself up. Take a little whole bath in the bathroom, and I clean up, and I come back out. And I got the visor on, and y'all know I had my little short, small ponytail at the time. And I had my visor on, and I had my ponytail up. And this girl, man, the young lady says, she was like, are you on YouTube? I was like, yeah, go follow my channel. Back then, I was eager to tell people about my channel. Go check me out. Go subscribe to my channel. I vlog and do everything, but I also do go subscribe to Bama Football on YouTube. That's where I do my segments at. My guy, my big bro, Kyle Henderson, he just hired me. I'm going to be down there full time doing interviews. I'm excited. This is my first time doing this. I don't know what to expect. I'm doing it. Y'all seen the post. I'm posting on Twitter. I'm posting on everything. And so that's when I knew, like, I get in the car after that, and I went live, and I told y'all about that from my YouTube channel. I'm like, y'all, this is really happening. Like, somebody just recognized me, right? I'm just now crossing back into the state of Alabama from Virginia. Man, so I stop in Huntsville, see my godson, tell him what I'm doing. It's like, dang, Pops, you gonna be famous, Pops. Like, he started saying, like, man, you could do this. He watched a couple of segments. It's like, Pops, you gonna be famous. So I go see him. Go to Tuscaloosa, man. I get checked into the hotel that night. And Micro Hotel, I check in there. Taylor T, his girlfriend at the time, she's handling all the business and everything, all the money moving. They gave me like $150, right? Once I got there, they gave me $150. Mind you, y'all remember I did like 2 segments on the road. Like, I came in and did segments while I was on the road. They gave me $150, so they paid me for those segments. And the hotel was booked until that Friday. I didn't have like relocation funds or anything like that. So when he told me that he was going to take care of me, I'm thinking the $600 a week, you pay me that so I could pay for my room every week. That wasn't the case. And the first weekend there, mind you, I've been there for a week. I check out on the Micro Hotel, and this is the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is how I'm remembering. This is how, mind you, I traveled with my birds. I remember I used to have them 2 birds, right? Them 2 parakeets. I used to have them 2 parakeets, Angel and Scott. When I got to Tuscaloosa, it just became a hassle. They would get to the point where their life expectancy was already starting to change. The feathers was falling off. I couldn't keep them up. I wasn't keeping myself up. I wasn't eating enough myself. So I freed the birds that day. I cried that day. But while I was checking out, I'm trying to call Kyle, trying to call T. Can't get in touch with nobody. I go and do a segment in my car next to the facility, right? And I put the green screen up. Y'all probably don't even remember. I put the green screen up behind me. I set the lighting up, and it was going in and out, but I did my segment in the car. I got out, went and did, walked around. I did it. Spring practice hadn't started yet. I just walked around the campus, just getting acquainted with the campus, just doing my thing. And then I finally get a call from Kyle, right? And he was like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, man, the room I had to check out. He was like, oh, okay. So they tried to call that book again. They couldn't. Ended up giving me a room at the Motel 6, right? So for everybody that's talking about the trash motel, that's what it was. But that's where my employer booked me a room at. I didn't complain. They had good internet. that was that was my slogan for most of this transition. Do it got good internet, because I knew I had to stream. I knew I had to do my content. So we doing that transition Motel 6. That's a transition in itself. It's rocky. They got me 3 nights there, and then I'm assuming they doing it off the strength of the channel, because at this point, y'all got to think, me, Sean, and Jance and Ty, we used to make $7, $9, $12, $1,500 in super chats in segments, right? In segments in the show. Mind you, some people don't even make $1,000 on their YouTube channel. Some people don't make $500 on their YouTube channel. We were making that in segments over there on Bama Football on YouTube. People were donating crazy super chats like what we get right here. Walter Roberts, keep pushing, coach. We used to do like Kyle. Clap it up for him, Amanda. Don't fall asleep over there. Kyle used to. When it came to the business side of it, Kyle he got a method to the madness. He got the blueprint. Some things I don't agree with because it takes away from me being authentic me. And I know at some point when we franchise and we do everything on a business level, we'll have to push those narratives. But right now, until we hit a certain level, I don't think it's that important. The way we were pushing it though, remember this, remember that, super chat train, this, then third. Let's hit this day to go. Then we were making some bank. Man, Patriot Life, Uncle Jay, Miss Janet, all those guys, all those supporters over there, Adam Lupero, all those names over there, man, them dudes used to drop money. Y'all remember and oh man, I don't know if I should talk about this in this manner, but it's the only way it's going to come out. Oh, my ADHD, my impulsive disorder is acting up right now. I think I got slick Tourette's, y'all. Y'all. That is happening. I'm trying my best. It's at the tip of my tongue. I gotta talk. Y'all remember the chick that used to have the makeup filter on her profile? And y'all remember? I'm not gonna say her name, but y'all remember she the only ghost on us, and I don't think it was ever her. I think it was somebody posing as a page trying to be somebody that wasn't somebody. Well, you remember? Y'all remember? When y'all think about it. Yeah, Dino, you remember, bruh. You remember, bruh. We started investigating. This is the funny part of some of the story time. We started investigating. We looking at profile pictures. We doing history checks. We find out that you is not who you say you are. We found out that you are from the parks of the trailers, and you are a user of the illegal substances, and you abuse them in a very bad way. That's what we find out. We see it. And we also find out your major contributions and the ability to do so are not of honest earnings. That's what we found out. We investigated. If you go get the whatever they calling themselves crew right now over there with Wendell, if you go get them and bring them back for this part of the story time, they'll laugh too. They'll forget all the extra drama. They'll laugh. I guarantee we investigated that whole crew, that messy crew that left, and they can laugh. They know they messy. They messy. We was messy. We came over. We had a chip on our shoulder, y'all. You got to think. Kyle fired me for no reason, right? But this is before Kyle fired me, right? So we investigating. This is when we with the undefeated, right? The undefeated Walter. It was bad, Walter. I'm glad you wasn't there for that. You probably would have got in trouble. But this was the undefeated days. So spring practice starts. I'm doing spring coverage, and we're seeing all this growth, and I'm seeing all this money getting donated. I'm like, okay, boom. So I'm getting paid. I'm gonna tell you what I was making a week. I was making $600 a week, which is solid. Way more than what most was doing. But you got to think, everything you see me doing on my channel, I was doing that and some on somebody else's clock, on somebody else's watch, on somebody else's dollar. So yes, I was doing it 100%. I was putting in 70 plus hours a week for Bama football on YouTube. The type of watch hours that channel was clocking. When I finally got added as a moderator to the channel and I was able to see the analytics and I was looking at the watch time on that channel, right? The amount of growth that channel had from October until until March, when I asked the first question about analytics, right? You went from 60, 70,000, 70K subscribers on that channel. Mind you, Kyle, I'm not throwing no shade, but you bought the channel, you bought the rights from the channel from a team of people that really, they were the faces of it. You just got handed it. You changed the name, you put your face on it, you continue with the flow because the algorithm was pushing everything Alabama towards you. And that's how you kind of was at the stage that you were to kind of, it made sense to me once you broke it down. He told me this. He told me he was doing doing it for another Max Preps or whoever where he was. They kind of booted him off to the side. It came over to Bama. Bama looked lucrative. He saw the money of opportunities at Bama, saw the connections, made some good quality connections. Great delivery guy. Great when it comes to structure and how to set this thing up and advertisement and all that. He's great when it comes to that. Storytelling, narrating, I think he's good at that. Right? So I gleaned on that. Call-in show was interesting. He gave me a spot on the call-in show. It was entertaining. So yeah, I saw that as an opportunity. I'm over there. We get to Tuscaloosa. That weekend happens. I'm leaving the Motel 6 to go to see Wook and Formby's father at their chiropractic, their clinic, the clinic. And I'm vlogging this. Y'all seen it? It's a whole vlog up on my channel. And I get to talk to Shannon. And after I have that conversation with him, I get a phone call from Kyle. And him and T basically in the conversation. I'm not going to go into details right now. We'll talk about it later. But they was basically trying to say, mind you, we done lives. He was just, I got to find the clip where he was like, man, this guy, Coach Smook, man, moves from Virginia, moves down here, is dedicated to doing this, that, and third, celebrating. And then a week later, you having a conversation with me because your girlfriend is mad that I'm holding her accountable of handling the finances, being the person that's managing the money for the channel and the talent that you just hired, a contract we just signed, right? We signed an agreement before I moved. A binding agreement. We signed it. I still got my contract. I'll show y'all. I am going to do that. Let me show y'all the contract. I'm going to show y'all the contract for everybody that wants to ask and wonder why it went the way it went when things went down. Because we're going to do the second part of story time tonight. Let me see. All right, that's that. Let me find it real quick, y'all. Hey, as a matter of fact, let's take a quick infomercial break. Mary J, we're going to take a quick infomercial break. Y'all stretch in the back, and we're going to be right back. Join the AAA family, man. This next year, I'm telling you, today is a different type of show. I'm sorry. I can't get y'all on the line right now. I'm going to open the lines in about 20 minutes if you're still hanging out. Share the live up while we're here. We're having a long conversation. We're just chilling and talking today. If y'all enjoying the content, tap the screen on TikTok, drop the likes on YouTube, drop the reactions on Facebook, retweet it on Twitter. Y'all getting the inside scoop on the true story about how Coach Smook got to where Coach Smook is. What's really up with Coach Smook? What's the truth? Y'all getting all the ugly details, all the good, the bad, and the ugly here on the Coach Smook Network. Join the AAA family, man. And when we grow from here, y'all get to grow with us. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community. And also, there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Better go subscribe. YouTube, roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Let's get it, chat. Come on, Amanda. Wake up, wake up. We need them applause right there. Come on now. Wake up, wake up. All right, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. All right, so check this out. Where we left off at, we was talking about the contract. Bama Football on YouTube. This is my first official contract coming into the industry. Excited. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Very much so. And not naive by any means. I knew I had signed an agreement to do a non-disclosure, not a non-disclosure, non-compete, a non-compete. That means I couldn't make Bama coverage content. I could react, I could do everything, but any coverage content, I had to put it in. On the Bama Football on YouTube channel with Kyle Henderson, which I was good with, because that means if I was going to put it on his channel, that means he was going to pay me, right? So I'm cool with that. Now I'm gonna show y'all this contract. This is the contract. This is how it was sent to me. This is how it was written. Mind you, any type of written agreement that's signed and we verbally agree on it, it's signed. When it's signed, it makes it even worse. Let's put it like that. It makes it even more legit. Not even worse. It makes it even more legit. So I was excited to see that he was serious about this. So this is what it reads. And for Real Grover, and hold up. Let me. Can I go back and show y'all that? Let me see. Hold on. Let me show y'all that this ain't just some crazy stuff, right? This is some stuff that. This is what he sent me, y'all. All right, that's what he sent me. So we're here. Show y'all what I was doing. This is what I was making 70 plus hours a week. This is what I was doing. So if you go back and you look at the content on Bama Football on YouTube channel from February of 2024, from February, March 2024, all the way up until I got fired May 1st of 2024. So March of 2024, right? So last week of February, going into March, you look at all the content. Not once did Coach Smook say, follow Coach Smook for all your Alabama content. Go check out my call-in show. None of that. The first time my channel was mentioned after being hired was by Kyle Henderson. I'll provide that clip later on tonight. All right, and this is everything, man. It tells me what my responsibility was. This right here is what they were about to fire me for. Right? This is what they want to fire me for. This is after I've ran the whole spring. This is what was required, y'all. This is what was required. This evaluation was never done. Y'all see this, and I like it. I think this is the perfect setup for when you want to start an organization. this is how you want to start your hiring process or getting guys on and contracting them, I think it's perfect. Perfect blueprint. So that was my first contract. Shout out to Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube for that. Give it up for them. Seriously. Without them, y'all wouldn't have me. Real talk. Without Kyle taking a chance on me, I wouldn't be right here. Probably not this way. I'd probably be in a different space, but I wouldn't be right here. Not in this space where I'm at now. And so, as you all know, we get down there. Spring ball kicks off. Me and Kyle show up for that first spring coverage. And man, that was the time of my life. I was like a kid in a candy store. I messed up. I don't know if y'all remember, but there's a clip from Kalen DeBoer's first press conference. And he closed out his presser. He said, "Roll Tide." If y'all hear somebody say "Roll Tide" in the background, yeah, my first welcome to credential media moment. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to he say "Roll Tide" and you're a reporter. You're an unbiased reporter. So I'm in there and it's all going so fast, y'all. Kyle told me to upload this and type this up, tweet this. I'm trying to tweet like I've been seeing Charlie Potter and the rest of them guys do when they. So this is how they be putting out information. They just be in here in their interviews. Okay. And so the first day I ain't pay attention. The second day, I'm locked in. This person asking, "Oh, Max and go call this person. This is Buddy." So afterwards, I watch who was talking to who. Right? I'm watching who talking to who. Who's talking to Josh afterwards. The SID at the time. Alex and my God, man, I can't remember his name right now. He's the assistant now. Oh, he gonna kick my tail. He gonna kick my tail when if he see this. Oh my Lord, I'm shaking in the space boots, y'all. So many names, y'all. We on memory lane. Y'all gotta forgive me. Y'all gotta forgive me. Let me go right here. I could pull up an email real quick on the official emails. His name on there. Dang, man, go up. Oh, I see y'all. I see y'all with y'all emails too. Now I'm sorry. I have not been checking my emails. Apologies. I see y'all. Coach Smook Network. Let me see. All right, let's just pull up the email from the spring practice. Alex Thompson. And what's the assistant name? I talked to Alex already. I forget his name, man. Where's the email from the 5th? That's the one that his name on. At the bottom. If you want to get in contact for those interviews, talk to him. Alex. Aaron Jordan. Golly, man. Aaron, boy, Aaron gonna kick my. Because he the one that actually be looking out for me. Alex, let's make it. Alex shoot straight. He ain't playing. He ain't gonna. If it ain't happening, he telling you, "Hey, man, not this year, bro. You need to do this, this, and this." So that happened. All right, so we get there. I'm watching who's talking to all these guys. I see staff members coming over. And my first interaction with the staff member, the new staff member, was Coach Shep. Coach Shep walks up to me. He's like, "What's going on, young man? How you doing?" You know, y'all know how he talk. I was like, "I'm good, man. Nice to meet you, bro. Welcome to Tea Time." He's like, "Man, I love it here. You know, I got family from here." And he talking, he telling me he got family from Union Springs and this. And I told him where I'm from, Phoenix City. He's like, "Yeah, man. Trying to just get family settled in. It's all going so fast. But man, anything you need, man, I'm here." I was like, "Yeah, man, we already connected on Twitter." He's like, "Yeah, that's where I know the face from. Yeah, yeah, man, yeah." We talking, and then Coach Mo walks up, and who was Coach Jamie Moses? He walks up. Him and Coach Roach, they all walking in the hallway down to where the coaches' offices are. And they're walking through the door. And so I'm seeing all these coaches like in real time. And I'm just like, I'm trying not to be a fan, but I'm like, "Nice to meet you. What's up, coach? How you doing, coach?" and I'm introducing myself. I'm not hesitating, y'all. That's just me. I'm not clout chasing. That's just me. How you doing? I'm Coach Smook. I work for Bama Football on YouTube. What's up? Yeah, I'm with Bama Football on YouTube. Kyle Henderson with Bama Football on YouTube. That's all I'm doing the whole time. My second day there. Boom. Next time we come around, we do our reports. Y'all remember the reports that was going crazy? What's up, my guy Sammy? Appreciate you. Stick around for story time. This is around the time you came around. Give it up for him. Stick around for story time. So boom. The next practice, you know, we get to sit in for practice coverage. So Duke Johnson is the big name there for this visit, right? During the spring practice. Mind you, I had already did interviews with Noah Carter, Duke Johnson, Luke Metz, all these different players. At this point, I had already did these interviews with these guys on the channel. And so I get the picture of Duke on the sideline. Mind you, I don't know any of the rules, right? I didn't read. Listen, I didn't read any of the rules. Kyle sent me this whole little. I mean, he did his job. He did his job. But give it to him. Give it up for Kyle. You know, he did his thing. But I didn't read any of the rules. My thing was, he told me to go. He said, when your camera's on, get everything you can get. So my camera's on. What's up, Glenn? Good to see you. My camera's on. I'm getting everything I can get. I see Duke Johnson on the sideline at the time. Georgia was at him. Miami, Florida, all these different schools. He was a 4-star, right? He hadn't got the 5-star rating. I had just did the interview. I said, he deserves to be a 5-star, all that good stuff. He's on the sideline. I get the picture of him. I posted. I said, special visitor here on campus today. I posted. People start coming at, well, the big name guys, Andrew Bone, Tim Watts, they start coming at me on Twitter. Because afterwards, Duke, while we were going in after media availability, Duke sees me. He runs from the sideline, dap me up. What's up, Cole, man? Yeah, we talk for a little bit. I forget I'm credentialed media. I'm not supposed to be out there talking to players and doing all that. I forget. I'm talking to a little homie. We just did an interview a couple weeks ago. I'm checking on him every week. We texting. I'm checking on a little homie. In my mind, right? So nobody says nothing to me in that moment. I get back to the little media room. Kyle talks to me, tells me what I did wrong. I'm like, oh, dang, my bad. He said, you can't be looking like a fan out here, basically. I get it. I didn't know that. So I'm taking it all with stride. I ain't letting it discourage me. I'm learning. I'm not going to fail going 50%. If I'm going to fail, if I'm going to mess up, make a misstep, I'm going to give 100% going. So I learned that lesson. And so that day, that's when I sat back and I was like, all right, I'm going to take a full day and I'm going to just watch. The day I wanted to do that, Kyle calls me 20 minutes before it's time to go and sign in to go and do post-practice interviews. Hey, man, I got this going on. And it was a legit family emergency. And I ain't going to expose it. That's where I went wrong the first time when he fired me. I went in exposing all his personal business. If you know and you're curious, I will make it go live for members only for the next 72 hours. If you want to go see it. It was really viral. When I got fired by Kyle, it's going to go viral for 72 hours. I'm going to make it for members only for 72 hours. So, yeah, we doing it. I told you, he taught me the game. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yes, I'm going to make it go. I'm going to let it go live for 72 hours so the members can see it. And anybody that hasn't seen it and heard about it and want to know what was said and all the bad stuff, because I went crazy. I did. I went it. Mary J, you was there. Jordan was there. A lot of y'all was there. When I went live, and I said, well, speaking of, let's look at this. This is kind of a memory lane moment. And this one, I promise y'all, I'm not going to cry. But this is one that kind of is a tearjerker. Stop the music for me. Sam, you remember? What, Sam? You better get your membership, because it wasn't a members only live that day. It was for whoever wanted to hear it. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, Glenn. Hey, but this is kind of a moment in our transition. This is past the transition, but we kind of fast forwarded past all the coverage and stuff. Y'all saw what happened. Kyle fired me because he said I was becoming the face of his channel. Let me tell you what led to that firing also. I'm gonna be accountable. So I can't tell you what day it was. This is after A Day. Mind you, I did an outside with Coach Smook event. Nothing Bama related. It was just undefeated members coming out, hanging out with one of the panelists and members on the panel. Coach Sean was supposed to come and hang out that night.
Jance wasn't there. Ty wasn't there, but he tapped in on FaceTime. We FaceTime Ty. He took a shot with us. It was a good time. We hung out outside with Coach Smook that night. We ended up going, man, it was a crazy night. I can't tell y'all the details of that. Y'all becoming members only. We'll talk about that in members only story time. But man, it was a crazy night. You know what? If we can, I'm gonna say this live. If we can, I want to reach out to that old crew. We need to have like a session in Discord or something and air it out. Cause we had a great time that night. I don't know if any of y'all that's currently in the chat, I looked at the picture. I don't think any of y'all are still around. Any of them are still around. But that first night when we hung out, I got to see a side of some people, man, that I would have loved to continue to grow the community with. But they was so driven on the mess. And I knew, you know, sometimes God will separate you from people so that they can mature and you can mature in the right way. And then y'all will naturally come back together. For the space and time that we need to grow in as a brand, what they was doing, it wasn't called for. I loved it. It felt good to have people have my back on social media, talking trash, joking on people, taking shots at people, doing the back and forth. But then it got too much because it stopped being about the actual content and coverage and started being about drama. And that's not who I am. I'm not a drama person. And being in this season of coming and becoming who I am or who God is calling me to become, I started realizing that drama stuff, it wasn't about me, you know. So the stuff you see me engaged in now is not necessarily drama. It's literally like content. I'm doing it for content. All that Twitter stuff, you see these folks calling me out, trying to act like they want to pull up on me and fight on Twitter. Ain't nobody pulling up. Ain't none of them goofies, them fat boys sitting in their mama basement or a fat girl sitting in their mama basement on their cousin Wi-Fi, next door neighbor Wi-Fi, you know, they Obama phones or they Android Galaxy, whatever their junk is, borrowing internet, talking crazy about me and talking about how broke I am, but you're sitting here getting me paid, commenting on my content, watching my stuff, lurking. Ain't no way you're going to sit here and tell me anything about what I need to do to be successful or what I know and don't know about Bama football or football in general or me being who I am, which is a coach, right? It took me like a couple months to figure that out. I got into one back and forth on Twitter that I let go sideways, and I came back and I had to pay my dues with that. But then after that whole group of that section of the fan base with their mindset towards others, right? I know how to deal with them. They pawns, man. They pawns. They puppets. I play literally on call. I can go. Let me tweet about Nate Oates. Let me tweet about Nate Oates. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to do. And anything I say, it could be if I say anything negative about Ty Simpson, or if I tell the truth, because it's me. But you turn it on. If Marvin Constant said, "Oh, he played at Bama, he knows more." No. If he played at Bama during that era, he probably ain't talking right because he got a freaking CT. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Let's be real. I'm being petty right now. I'm sorry. But memory moment, memory lane. So y'all know Kyle fired me. I went live, did the whole thing. And then this is kind of what started everything. Shout out to my guy, Mick. And shout out to my guy, Big Elmo, man. Rest in peace, man. Shout out to those guys. But they did a live stream on there the next day after everything went down, and they did a kind of like a reaction to it. And I want y'all to watch it. We're gonna watch it real quick. Shout out to Mick and those guys, man. Check out the old Coach Smook down there with the short locks. This is funny, chat. This is so funny. This is so funny. This is crazy. I might cry right here. This is crazy right here. Let me see if we get a better clarity. Can we get better quality? Nope, because we'll
or maybe
what's up, y'all? Yeah, 252 in the chat. What's good, y'all?
Months later, you're like, I don't know if I'm getting that call.
I don't think they're calling back, and really to hell with them anyway.
Hold on, I gotta go back.
And then Tony Sukalis, who's another guy that we're friends.
All right, say that. 42K subscribers on YouTube. Talk this situation. He's 7 minutes into his video, and this is one of the
saying, "Hey, this is how you don't get
check this out.
rehired or get hired." I don't know. I don't have it up in front of me, but when you
I want to get into this. Y'all ready? I want y'all to listen up.
Let
me know if y'all can
hear. Alabama, or no, Bama football on YouTube. I was there when it was Bama Insider. I don't know Coach Smook, but I did get about, 80 texts last night when he went live to talk about being fired by Kyle. And honestly, man, this is, I guess, the day and age that we're in, right? I mean, it was intriguing, man. I mean, And then Tony Tsoukalos, who's another guy that we're friends with, he tweeted out the link, like, basically saying, hey, this is how you don't get rehired or get hired. I don't know. I don't have it up in front of me, but when you leave a situation, I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And then he was talking about Tony on there. It was like, honestly, it was like watching, and we both love wrestling. It was like 2 hours of
Me too.
like,
Rest in
wrestling,
peace, man.
like just all the talk and the
Great promos.
Yeah, it was like some great promos. I mean, just throw.
Man,
All right, no neck anonymous. Be careful. I'm telling you.
Hey, yeah. And this, mind you, I'm still heated from being fired. This is the day after being fired. That green screen setup, that picture back there was a generic picture. I'm literally setting up. This is the day after being fired. So Big Elmo and Mick, y'all caught some strays. But Mick is one of my best buds in the industry right now. Like, for real, that's my brother. I could call Mick right now on the phone line. If he's not busy, he'll answer and give a review and talk about it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually reach out to some people and some guests and see if they'll come on and sit with us for about 10, 15 minutes throughout the night. And y'all help me out, man. Coach Sean, Piano Man, all of them, man. I would love to have them come on tonight. And me and Piano Man good. That community who support him, they might got some extra stuff going on. But me and Wendell, we good. Coach Sean, I've already tried to reach out to him. I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse. Never had a real issue with Jens. I just felt like he had his own way of doing things. Ty Hayes, I don't know what he's doing. I haven't talked to bro in a minute. He said he was doing lost. Like, my guys, I've reached out to them and tried to make amends. I don't believe in trying to rebuild or building old bridges or trying to reconnect old bridges, rebuild old bridges. I feel like new bridges can be built because you grow, you change. I'm not at the same elevation or level of operation as I was when we first met or when we were operating at that level. So during our separation, when that bridge got burned, it was probably meant to be burned. But that don't mean we can't. We didn't originally have a bridge. We built that bridge. It wasn't the right structure. So now we at a stage now we more mature. Let's restructure that bridge because I see some quality things we can do. Oh, y'all, let me answer this real quick, y'all. Commercial break real quick, y'all. I'll be right back with y'all. We'll be back. We're gonna watch the rest of this reaction from Big Elmo and Mick. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back with y'all.
Hold on 1 second. If you're serious about sports, you need more than just box scores. You need real insight. That's why Sports Info Solutions is the official partner of the Coach Smook Network. Sports Info Solutions is my go-to source for in-depth stat analysis, giving you the tools to truly understand player production, tendencies, and performance on a whole new level. From NFL, MLB to NBA, Sports Info Solutions delivers advanced data that helps fans, coaches, and analysts see the game behind the game. This isn't just stats, it's context. Looking ahead to the next generation of stars? Check out NFLDraft.sportsinfosolutions.com for elite draft analysis and detailed prospect breakdown. Make it your new go-to stat tracker. Visit sportsinfosolutions.com today. Now let's get back in the game.
Y'all, we back. All right, had to answer that real quick. Quick phone call. Y'all know we way past our time of being live, but I'm having fun. I don't know if y'all enjoying our story time, but I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna be able to look back and edit this and have some fun with it. We're gonna post clips. Sometimes bridges should be rebuilt. Season of growth. Facts, man. And my thing is this: if we can connect on a new level, a higher level than where we were, that means both of us did what we were supposed to do in our time of separation. That's how I look at it. So y'all help me out with that initiative over the next coming weeks, man. All the month of May. This whole month is going to be interactive content. We'll be covering football, talking football segments and stuff. But this is the birthday month, and it's also the celebration month, man. I will be turning 36. 36, man. That's crazy. I'm going to be 36. That's crazy. What? Does my mic sound weird now? Hold on. Let me get the volume back right. 36. Hey, man. But yeah, let's get back to the reaction, man. This was Elmo and Mick. Their reaction to the Kyle Henderson and Coach Smook beef. Check it out.
All right, Mr. I'm not a writer. I am not a beat writer. Just remember that.
Bombs at people on there.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched. Yeah.
They watching my stuff, y'all. That's what I'm saying. They probably in here now. Welcome in, Mr. What's his name?
And I don't know the guy.
Who is this? What's this guy's name?
Yeah, it was
Mick Gillespie. Oh,
Smook, I think I might have heard him as a caller before, and I'm not really familiar with him that much, but I thought it was obviously like last night he had me on the edge of my seat watching.
Yeah, it was entertaining, that's for sure. I mean, I'm an outsider looking in, so it was very entertaining. I learned some things. I learned that.
Oh, y'all trying to be
Mick
funny?
Kicks my ass off this channel. You better be following me on Twitter.
You gotta go live, man. You just gotta go
I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna be like, "Y'all watching? Hey, we got anybody live here? Okay. All right. Let me tell you about
he taking.
Y'all see what I'm saying? He tried to drink. Then y'all seen it, right? Y'all caught it too.
Shots. All right, yo, big. Nah, I'm gonna let it ride. We're gonna let it ride for a second, y'all. We're gonna let it ride. We're gonna give him a chance.
3 minutes in, the haymakers started. It was like an hour and 57 minutes of just one right after the next left, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like I've known Kyle for a long time. Learned a lot about this business from Kyle. I like Kyle. He put a video out today. Sidelines Alabama, put them both out. The battle that's going on. And it's slow media day, right?
Hey, but you know what? I took notice of that too. Kyle tried to create build a team against me, I guess you say, by tagging sidelines, but that made them look bad. You brought them into your drama for no reason. Me and Christian Sykes, who's not with that network anymore, or whatever, not directly connected. We're two independent guys. We had our issue. We talked it out. You trying to bring somebody else in to support your craziness, man. This gonna get funny. Let me see. Let's keep going, man. Oh, hold up. Gotta go back.
Hurry up.
Bro, they really went 7 minutes into the video and started talking about
when you leave a situation and I'm not really familiar with him that much, but haymakers started. It was like an hour of the battle that's going on. It's slow media day, right?
All right, here we go.
You got some transfer portal. We're waiting on some basketball news. Are we going to get
I'm watching
center from Kentucky, or we're going to get the center from Rutgers? Hey, forget about that. We got a fight going on over here. And, I'm curious to see the Coach Smook Network is something that I'm curious about. He talked about that last night. Brett,
2:30 in the chat. Make sure y'all run the lights up, man.
You can talk them into, kind of joining the Coach Smook Network.
Look, Coach Smook. I may enter the transfer portal if Mick is not nice to me, and I'll come on your show.
You got to work on that neck first, bro. You got to work on that neck first.
Have you ever been fired, and how did you respond to it? I'll tell you mine. I'm working at On3.
Can't have you croaking on
screen.
And
the other thing that I will say too, I guess the other thing I got to say about Coach Smook is that he got paid more than me when I worked with Kyle, which I was like, whoa, wait a second here, man.
Hey, I'm making more than you was.
When I was at On3 and they, the guy called and left me a voicemail telling me I got fired, I was like, all right, well.
Hey, my boy. Was you producing? Was you creating content? Was you getting interviews with the players? Come on, Mick. Don't jump in this. Don't jump in this, because, bro.
Good luck, everybody. It's fun.
Right.
I need a little shots they take,
y'all. It was on
y'all.
St. Patrick's Day. And you know what I did, Brett?
When I got drunk,
drank a lot of beer.
Drank a lot of beer. I was like, I didn't get on and talk about it and, throw anybody under the bus. But I'm not saying I made a mistake. I should have gone on there and done the same thing, because everybody's talking about this.
Come on, man. Hey, listen. Hey, chat. What's it? We're stopped. What happened? Oh yeah. This the end of it before we talk about the end of the story. But yeah, so what made it funny about this? Mick Gillespie hit me up right after this and told me that this was the live. He wasn't the only one that told me that. He was talking about it. It was other people that had already hit me up. And so he told me about it, and he reached out through social media. I think it was Twitter. We exchanged numbers. He told me his thoughts on it, and he just was talking on it. It was content. I understood it.
But he said something in that conversation that made me realize it really early on, and I started working it in my own way, and I'm using it to this day. And all y'all haters continue to fall for it. Why? I've been telling y'all what I do. When y'all get too quiet and not saying enough bad stuff about me, I'm gonna find something for you to say about me, and then you're gonna bring me back relevant. And then people come over here thinking they're gonna hate, and they end up falling in love because it's the most authentic, creative, informative content you're gonna get on YouTube right now for covering Bama football. And I'm not dissing nobody else's content. I'm just saying nobody goes to the length that we do with the limited resources that we have. We don't, bro. We talk to people. That's it. I only have my voice, me, who I am, my team that supports me and volunteers. They don't get paid, right? They probably pour more into it than they actually get from it, if I'm being honest. So why I owe anything to some haters, right? Other than to use them as pawns. So yeah, man, I'm enjoying this. This is we crossing over into year 3, man. Shout out to 2 years of being the Coach Smook Network. Shout out to 3 years of creating content. I'm telling y'all, man, God has been good. I'm telling you, sometimes, man, y'all just be acting like y'all just got it without him. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Without God, I'm nothing. Y'all, we're gonna do this outro real quick, and then after that, we're gonna do a quick announcement. Then we'll get up out of here. I'll catch up with y'all after this.
All right, family. That's going to do it for today's show here on the Coach Smook Network. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. And I truly appreciate every one of you for rocking with us today. Before you head out, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who needs to be a part of this conversation. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you stay locked in with everything we've got coming your way. We're trying to reach some goals here. And if you believe in what we're building here, I encourage you to take that next step and become a member of the AAA family. Remember, our mantra is authenticity above all. This community is built on real conversations and real insight and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly supports the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar contributed is not only appreciated, it's paid for through our monthly contributions to community health and awareness organizations. So you're not just supporting a YouTube channel, you're supporting a cause. Also, don't forget to check out the Coach Smook merch. We've got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's a great way to show love and support for the network and rep the brand wherever you go. You can find the merch link in our main YouTube page and in the description. Put me in the game, coach. And if you want to stay connected and get more involved with the community, be sure to join the Discord. Just type the command in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. You can also stay connected with us directly for collaborations, appearances, community service opportunities, and business inquiries by emailing us at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. Our staff will respond in a timely manner. And for those who want to show additional love, you can always donate directly to the Coach Smook Network through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. We also want to send a huge thank you to our sponsors and partners: Walk On Sports Bistro, Sports Info Solutions, Helping Hands LLC, Men of Standard Executive Security, Goomba Bully Killnos, and most of all, the AAA Phantom. None of this is possible without you. Once again, thank you for all your support, the energy, and the authenticity you bring to the space. Until next time, family, stay safe, stay locked in, and when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Catch you on the next one.
All right, chat, let's get into it, man. And we about to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today. Give yourself a hand clap for everybody that hung out with you for today. We're going to do some more live tonight, man. We just going to continue to celebrate the whole month. It might be some crazy stuff going on, man. Y'all don't know what might go on this channel this month. I mean, it's a month of celebration. This is one of the few months where we actually get to do just creative content. Once June hits, we get into our 707 recruiting, covering the visits, the official visits over the summer. And then we get into our off-season coverage. We got a huge production. Shout out to the young man Mason McClure, wide receiver, running back, athlete at Thompson High School in Alabama. We're going to be doing a series on him this upcoming year. He's rising. His perspective, profile is rising. And he's becoming one of the top prospects in the country, not just in the state of Alabama, but in the country. We're going to have a real close look and side-by-side ride with his journey this season, upcoming season. So your support is helping us do that. So even in that, man, God has just been like crazy good, man. I'm telling you, it's funny because I've been getting back into my music and stuff, man. And my parents, man, they pick at me. They be like, boy, you always get into preaching and you don't even know it. You be on that stream and you be preaching. And y'all know I ain't got no shame. But y'all know I be acting up sometimes too, man. And y'all, I ain't gonna do it. Let me stop, cause y'all ain't gonna act up. Y'all ain't gonna act up with me. Y'all gonna leave me out here by myself. Y'all gonna leave me. Man, listen, man. I'm your boy, Coach Smook, and you just enjoyed the first celebration stream here on the Coach Smook Network. Y'all enjoy the rest of the day, and when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be blessed. Woo!